Hello guys, I am Christopher from Mahindra Engineering College at Namakkal, and this is my application for AWS Cloud Club. Today we are going to see about VPC. So VPC is one of the networking core component and it is a very important service in the AWS. VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. So actually VPC is used to create our own isolated network in the cloud. So usually it is used to protect our services and it is used to protect our data from the hackers or any other organizations. VPC spans all the Azure regions in the subnet level. So big organizations like MNC companies have VPNs in the different regions to protect their data from multiple regions. So VPC is a virtual representation of network configuration. So in our on-premise we have multiple security levels, right? So the same thing we can do in the cloud using a VPC. So in our on-premise we used to set up several services or networking configuration. And the same thing we can do with the VPC, which is a virtual private cloud, and our components in the services can be protected by these services. And another concept in the subnet, and another concept in the AWS VPC is a subnet. So VPC is after the region, and inside the VPC we can create multiple subnet to protect our single, like a EC2 instance or a database instance or RDS instance or S3 buckets. So subnets can be divided into two types. The first one is private subnet and the second one is public subnet. So actually in the case, take it as an example. So I have a database. So my database consists user passwords or user IDs, which need to be very private, right? So other persons or hackers need not to be hack my devices or they can easily take my data. So I need to protect that, right? So using private subnet, I can protect my data in this VPC. And another one is, so actually I have load balancing. So load balancing is usually used to balance the request coming from the client. It will be distributed among my services. So this can be private, this can be public, because load balancing will usually used to just load balance my services, means like a client request. So I will load balance and distribute among multiple servers, right? So using this I can put it in my public subnet. And so inside this subnet we can have a internal IP range. So actually internal IP range means, so for an example, I have an EC2 instance, so which is near 192.168 IP range, and the same thing I can do with for RDS 192.168. So the same two services have the same IP range. So we can consider this as, okay, this is our internal IP range. So they can communicate easily using their private IP addresses. We can configure access on subnet level using a NACL, which is a network accessing control list, and configure access on instance level, which is using a security group. Create an VPC level and assign to subnet and instances. And thank you.